Hello, my name is Mark, and I'm a Peggleholic. I first realized that I had a problem with Peggle when I couldn't stop playing it for my Xbox 360. The addictive gameplay simply made it too hard to quit. I tried to combat this problem by turning off my Xbox, but now with Peggle Dual Shot on the Nintendo DS, I'm simply screwed. There's no escaping the Peggle. It's like an addictive drug, except without any really nasty side effects, except for the yearning to play more Peggle. Peggle Dual Shot is perfectly suited for the Nintendo DS. You can play the game with your stylus, or you can use the directional pad or top buttons on the Nintendo DS. And when you play with the stylus, you can move the little cannon thing back and forth, and when you hold it in one spot for a moment, it zooms in, allowing you ultra precision when you're playing Peggle. I prefer to play with the D-pad, but the fact is, PopCap thought ahead. They gave you multiple ways to control the game, and that's awesome. I like it when game companies do that. I've previously reviewed Peggle for the Xbox 360. You can get it in the PopCap Arcade Volume 2 collection or download it from Xbox Live Arcade. Peggle Dual Shot gives you two versions of Peggle. You get straight up standard Peggle and Peggle Nights, which is like a whole nother version of Peggle with all new boards to play. Peggle Nights is pretty cool because all the characters are dreaming, and there's little storylines that go with each of them, like the unicorn is a superhero. And you get 2 times the Peggle with your Nintendo DS cartridge. It's like concentrated Peggle. Graphically, the game looks terrific. It's much higher contrast and blockier, chunkier pixels than you'd find on the high-definition 360 version. And the gameplay is identical, which is good. Why mess with a perfect game? Peggle's terrific. It's one of my favorite games now. The big difference between Peggle Dual Shot and Peggle on the 360 is the Underground mode. The way it works is that in each game of Peggle, there's always a purple peg which gives you extra points. And when you get 25,000 points in a shot, you get an extra ball. So you're always trying to get the most points per shot. Well, when you hit this purple peg 4 times, it then turns yellow. And the 5th time you hit it, you then enter the Underground mode. And you really want to get that because you're almost always ensured at least 1 extra ball, frequently 2 extra balls, in the Underground mode. And that changes gameplay because it's somewhat easier to get an extra ball. I wouldn't say the whole game changes. It's not dramatically easier. But it's not that difficult to hit the purple peg 5 times in your game, and then walk away with a huge stack of underground gems and several extra balls. I mean, who doesn't like extra balls? Peggle has made the transition to the Nintendo DS without losing any of the fun of Peggle. The top screen typically shows you a picture of whatever character it is that you're playing. The bottom screen is where you have the action. The music and sound effects are familiar. They're the same music and sound that you have in the 360 version, except with more compression for the Nintendo DS. And there's several new unlockable levels, and Peggle Nights has an extra character with it as well. While I fight the fight against my addiction, I welcome Peggle consuming me. It's only a matter of time until PopCap, who intentionally designs fun, addictive games, comes out with a version of Peggle that plays on the inside of your eyelids while you sleep. giving new meaning to the term Peggle Nights. It's an excellent game, it's fun, it's catchy, it really is addictive, so watch out when you start playing Peggle. It is hard to stop. And it spreads. My wife, who doesn't even like video games, is addicted to Peggle. There simply is no escape, there's nowhere to run. The dog is even becoming addicted to Peggle.